Hey everybody, it's time for another review. This week we've got a pretty interesting DVD. It comes to us from Tokyo Shock. It's a collection of 15 5-minute horror stories. Now, the question here is, can you really tell a convincing, scary story in only 5 minutes? Well, let's find out. Fans of movies such as The Ring and The Grudge are going to probably like some of the stories on here, and that's because these stories don't rely on gore or over-the-top sexuality. Instead, it's the classic Japanese ghost story. Not only that, but we've got the directors Takashi Shimizu from Ju-on The Grudge and Norio Tsuruta from Premonition and Ring Zero directing some of these shorts, as well as a handful of other directors. So there's some big-name talent working on here. There's these classic Japanese ghost elements. You've got haunted locations, mysterious telephones that keep ringing, lots of creepy, spooky stuff. But again, 5 minutes is all they have. Can you pull it off? Ultimately, the work on this DVD is a bit of a mixed bag. While I felt that some stories were done very well, they were very effective and had some creepy moments, some of them don't come across that well. Some of them, I felt that the endings came far too abruptly, that you don't really establish a sense of fear and dread in 5 minutes, you don't have as much character development. So in that sense, yeah, it suffers from this shorter time span in that you're not going to connect with the characters more. But it was interesting to watch and see these traditional Japanese ghost story elements be present in such short time spans. I think as an experiment, it doesn't succeed fully, but I think it was definitely worth watching. And so much so, in fact, that they've also released a few more volumes of this, and I think you can get it in a box set now from Tokyo Shock. But I just have the first volume, which has the first 15 of these little shorts. Really interesting stuff. Sure, some of them are a bit cheesy, but yeah, I actually had a good time watching this with my friends. Sadly, the DVD from Tokyo Shock is fairly bare bones. The only extra is we have 4 trailers for some of their other films. The movies look and sound as good as they can. It looks like it was probably filmed for some sort of Japanese television show, so the production values are a bit on the limited side, but still it comes across quite nice, and it was fun. Where else can you get these little 5-minute short stories? It was quite nice. Tales of Terror from Tokyo and all over Japan might not be the most scary collection of stories that I've ever watched, but it was really an interesting experiment, and one that I think that if you're definitely into more of the ghost story type Japanese horror films, you should definitely check it out. It might have some bits in there you'll really like. Anyways, thanks for joining me on this review, and we will see you next time.
We've seen horror stories told in 5 minutes. Now, can you do a horror story in 5 seconds? George Michael!